Hello everyone, Donna Gray here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. How are you all this afternoon? I've got some fun crafting this afternoon. I'm decided to do a card with a bit of difference. I've been looking at these cards and it's actually quite basic to make, so hopefully I make it look basic. It's called the Easy Pull-Up card that I will be doing today. So please jump on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. I'll get all my devices working here so I can see everybody's comments. How you going? Hey Deborah, how you going? Hey Jenna, thanks for joining. Okay. So I'm going to do the Easy Pull-Up card today. I'm also going to be using some fun, new, exciting... Hey Jan, thanks for joining. Hey Carol. I'm going to be using some fun new products that I got in my order the other day. So I'm cheating a little bit. I'm going to case some things out of the catalogue because I've been trying to get all my blends clubs and stamps clubs and in color clubs and everything all sorted. So I'm doing a little bit of a cheat thing this afternoon and just casing a few ideas. So I'm just going to hopefully get my answering machine. I didn't even hear my phone ring. Okay, so hopefully I'm going to unplug that so I can pop it there and I can see exactly everybody's comments as I'm going along. Hey Margaret, thanks for joining. Thanks for sharing, Anne. You're awesome. I've got you trained really, really well. Okay, so has anybody tried the Easy Pull-Up card? Do you even know what the Easy Pull-Up card is? Thanks for sharing, Margaret. I have had a lot to do, Deborah. Yes, I'm very, very busy. I actually had one of my monthly club members for my stamps club, and she was like trying to keep up with what was going on, and she's like, oh my god, am I supposed to have that stamp set and this stamp set? And I went, no, you're looking at the wrong clubs. But it was actually quite funny. Hey Jenny, thanks for joining. How's it in Melbourne? It's freezing here today. I've got my what are they called, where they take the dehumidifier, they take the moisture out of the air. I've got it going in my room just to try and warm my room up because my craft room was freezing this afternoon. So I may have to turn it off halfway through. I might get too hot with it going, but it tends to warm up the room quite a bit when you take the moisture out of the air. We had huge rain here last night, so massive, and we're actually getting... We have subdivided we live on 5 acres in Gunnellabarra, and we've subdivided our block. And we're getting all the roadworks and things all done for the entry into the block for the other person that's buying our block. And they had to put a whole heap of fill in to build it up to a certain area. And oh my God, they put red dirt in, and now it's like pouring rain and there's red dirt at the bottom of my driveway. Oh wow, sounds and a snoring dog. Your dog's nice and happy. Yeah, absolutely freezing here today. So we're definitely getting a choice of winter. So with the rain, hence red dirt at the bottom of the driveway, and I work from home, so therefore people coming and going, a little bit hard for them to get in and out of the driveway. So needless to say, the red mud has turned into mud and slush, and it's now coming up out. We've got a gravel driveway, but then you get onto cement driveway when you get out the front of our house, and needless to say, the cement is all getting red dirt all over it. Angie's saying it's really cold in Melbourne just before the rains come in. Yes, exactly. And my poor husband works in a wholesale nursery, so he works out in it. Thanks for sharing, Angie. Hey Audrey, thanks for joining. So yeah, he works out in the pouring rain, so needless to say, he will be freezing cold and not wanting to do very much tonight, that's for sure. So new catalogue is awesome. We have new products. Oh, Cavalier King Charles snores Snores a lot. Daisy snores a lot of King. Okay, so I don't have my little Theo today. Theo's actually out on the lounge at the moment on his furry pillow, and he's warm as toast on his little furry pillow, so I don't think he'll be moving too far anyway. Yes, I know, Deborah. Red dirt stains like anything. And on our cement driveway, we've got a massive cement driveway that comes up with a turnabout, and it's all going over our driveway. There's nothing we can do. I mean, we've got to drive our car in and out. You can keep washing it off as much as you can, but it's going to definitely stay in the driveway. So, hi, Diane. Thanks for joining. Okay, so let's get to crafting, ladies. So what I've actually done is, with this pull-up card, I'm going to make 3 cards. I'm going to do the pull-up card, and I'm going to make 2 cards with some of my new items that I got in my box that you obviously seen yesterday. Hey, Susan, thanks for joining. So when you get on, if you're new to my channel, please feel free to say hello. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from. I love people chatting with me. So please jump on in, ask me questions as I craft. I'm happy to answer anything as I go along. So I'm going to turn the camera forward now, and we're going to get sorted with this easy pull-up card. So bear with me while I turn the camera, and hopefully it's going to behave and not flop around everywhere. Okay. Alright. So host code for orders, all orders under $250, please use my host code. That's the way I get freebies to give away for everybody. And please feel free to share the video. If you share the video, you get an entry into my monthly draw. And my monthly draw, ladies, I'm going to draw this one this month. Hang on, I'll just go and grab it. This was another beautiful celebration item, and this was my favorite. And I didn't know whether I wanted to sell it or not. So the Eclectic Expressions. Now, I've done some videos using this stamp set, and it's a beautiful stamp set. So that's the stamp set that I'll be giving away at the end of this month. As well as, if you place an order through my online store, everyone gets an entry into winning a Stamparatus at the end of the month. So one lucky customer of mine will be taking home, I'll be sending out a Stamparatus to whoever the lucky customer is. So any order, big or small, people, I am happy to give you an entry into the draw for the Stamparatus. So these are the pieces that I've got for our easy pull-up card. Now, there's a few bits and pieces, so therefore I cut everything and layered things up as much as I possibly could so that we weren't here all afternoon doing this live video, just making one pull-up card. Oops, sorry, I've got the volume up on my laptop. You don't need to hear my voice like that. Okay, so you will need 12 by 12 cardstock for this. So, hey Michelle, thanks for joining. Hey Natalie. Hi Natalie, is this your first time watching? Whereabouts are you watching from, Natalie? Please let me know where you're watching from. Thank you, and welcome to my channel if this is the first time that you have actually seen me go live. I do live videos 2 to 3 times a week, and I'm thinking, what number is this week that I've been on here? I think this is the 3rd time I've been on my Facebook page this week doing a live video. And I've also, sorry, I'm just getting my scoring tool. I've also extended my offer of any orders that are over $200 during the month of June 2018. I will supply a free Stampin' Chamois. If you haven't seen the Stampin' Chamois, you will see it in action today, because I will have it in action in a little while when I start stamping. Okay, so Angie's saying that these cards are easy. Yes, Angie, and I can tell you they are easy. When I looked at how to do it, I was like, oh my God, I can do a video doing that. So I've got 4 pieces. Now these are 2 inches wide by 12 inches long. Okay, I've chosen the lovely crumb cake to do this because I wanted to use the Share What You Love Designer Series paper, and I wanted to use coordinating cardstock. So with the 12-inch pieces, along the 12-inch side, we're going to take our scoring tool and we're going to score every single one of them at 2-inch intervals. So at 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches, and 10 inches. So we're going to do that with all 4 pieces. So 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches, and 10 inches. So bear with me while I do this. Deborah said, yes, you'll need to get some 12 by 12. And Deborah, I had 12 by 12 because of scrapbooking classes, and I had to find a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock that was going to coordinate with the designer series paper that I was using. So I was lucky enough to have a pack of the neutrals, so I had some crumb cake in there to be able to do it. Okay, so 4 of them scored at 2-inch intervals, so 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And that is all the scoring that you're going to need to do. So I'll pop that over there. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to Concertina Fold. I'll tell you the bits that we need first. So we need 4 of these that are 2 inches by 12 inches. We need 12 of our matting squares, which they're cut at 1 3/4 inches by 1 3/4 inch square. Then we have, as you can see, and I've already layered these pieces up, we have some designer series paper in the paper of your choice, and it's cut at 1 1/2 inches by 1 1/2 inches. Deborah's saying good old crumb cake. Yes, crumb cake goes with just about everything. So we will need 20 pieces of the matting layer. Now, depending on whether you want to put some labelled sections, I'm actually using a labelled section on each of the 4 concertina parts. So I have got 16 pieces of the designer series paper cut at 1 1/2 by 1 1/2, and I also have 4 of these, and these are cut with, I think it's the second smallest stitch shape square out of our stitch shaped framelets. So I've got 4 of them, and I've done them in very vanilla. I have also, and I've done some other embellishments and things, and I'll show you how I've done that later on. So I'm just going to pop all that over there, and I've also got, sorry I forgot to say, I've got 2 circles, and they are cut, I think, with the second largest and then the smallest. So second smallest, I mean. And the smallest. So I've got it in our beautiful Blackberry Bliss and our crumb cake, and that's the stitched shaped framelets as well. You also need, Sherry's saying she's watching while she's cooking dinner. I should be cooking dinner, but haven't got around to that yet. This is a 6 1/4 piece by 6 1/4 piece of crumb cake, and my designer series paper is 6 inches by 6 inches square. Okay, so that is all the pieces that you will need, and a few little embellishments. And I will show you how I've done my embellishments as we go along. I'll just grab a piece of cream cardstock. So I've got a very vanilla, just a scrap piece of cardstock. So first of all, I'm going to pop these ones aside. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to concertina these folds. Okay, so backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. Now, the main thing is you want 3 mountain folds, okay? So you want your 2 ends folding down. So you don't want it like that. You need it like that, okay? So you fold all 4 like that, which is really, really easy once you've scored them. They fold nicely. Tanya, how you going? How are the knees and how's your head going? Jen, they must be loving life, ha ha. Sorry, I've missed why that comment's there. Anyway. Hey Michelle, thanks for joining. Pop on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. Don't be shy, ladies. Get in here and comment away. Okay, so I have all 4 pieces folded. Now I'm going to, we don't put anything on that bottom one, so I'm actually going to fold them all under so I know not to decorate them. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is all the sentiment parts I think I'm going to put on this one here. So I'm going to decorate these ones. So I'm randomly going to decorate. I think I'm going to put all the bottom ones this, because that's going to match with my cardstock that I have. So I'm just going to get my Tombow awake, hey? Your husband and your dog are both asleep snoring. It's a lovely day for sleeping, I think. So I'm just going to layer these up like so. And as you'll see, they've got a great border all the way around. That's probably what my husband will feel like doing when he gets home from work, because he's been out in that rain all day today. So I'm sure he will be keen for having a shower, getting warm and curling up on the lounge room floor, I would say. Okay, so those 4 I'm going to pop on. Then I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do the green leaf one next. So I've got 4 of those. So I'm going to pop them on. So as you'll see, this will come together quite quickly. Once you have the pieces all cut and ready to go, it will come together quite quickly. Tanya's saying this looks very interesting. Tanya, I have seen videos of this, and this is my first attempt, people, so bear with me if I make a mistake, and if there's someone out there that has done it before and I am making a mistake, please shout out if I'm about to make a mistake and let me know what I've done wrong. But I think it's fairly straightforward, fairly basic. The videos that I've watched have been quite okay. So this is going to be my sentiment one, so I'm going to leave those 4. So I've got a couple more now to go. And the reason that I use the Tombow is because you can wiggle it around and get them to sit exactly where you want them to be. Oh, I did forget a few pieces to tell you too. There's a cross section across the top that you need to hold it together. But I will show you that as we go along. So as you can see, decorating happening very, very quick, because I've actually done a lot of the layering and hard work first. This designer series paper, people, is to die for, honestly. It is, I don't buy a lot of designer series paper, but I can tell you, I've had, this comes in like a double pack. It is about $47, but you get 24 sheets instead of the normal 12 sheets. And I can tell you, I'm about to buy a second pack, I think, because I just love it. And it's got so many beautiful colours that go with it as well. So it's now available in our brand new catalogue, which is so, so fun. Let me know, everybody type in, what's your favourite, what's the top on your wish list out of the brand new catalogue? Everyone type in and let me know, what is your favourite thing out of the brand new catalogue? What is number 1 on your wish list that you feel like you definitely must have it? There's got to be another one here somewhere. Decorated. Please tell me I haven't lost one. I feel like I've lost a layer somewhere. Have I? Oh my god. I think I have. How could I have lost a layer? That's okay. I can fix it. I can always go and make another layer. For some reason, one of my... Oh, there it is. Underneath. You need to just yell out to me. It's underneath. Tanya's saying the paper that I'm using, it's top of her wish list. Angie is saying my wish list is 2 pages long. Blackberry Bliss cardstock and Twinkle Twinkle Sweet. Yes. Well, you'll be excited, Michelle, because I'm using the Twinkle Twinkle Sweet this afternoon in a card. Yes, Rooted in Nature bundle, Deborah, definitely. And Sherry saying, I honestly don't know. There's so much to choose from, isn't there, ladies? So much to choose from. Okay, so that's all our decorated layers. So now what we're going to do, I just want to show you, I've made some decorated pieces to go on here, but I just want to show you how I've done it. So this beautiful painted glass is one of our new stamp sets. So there's a butterfly in it and there's a flower in it. So I'm just going to show you how I've made these. I've already got them made and cut out, but I just want to stamp them and show you actually how I did them. Jan says, lots will take me ages to be able to buy them all. Yes, Jan, and you know what, Jan? You just do it gradually. And I'm a little bit the same. There's so many things I want to get, but I'm just going to gradually put them on my wish list. And so I'm just going to ink this butterfly up, and I'm going to stamp that down. I'm inking it up in Blackberry Bliss. And I'm also going to ink the flower up in Blackberry Bliss as well. And I just want to show you how I've actually done these. And here's the Stampin' Chamois, people. If you haven't seen the Stampin' Chamois, it is absolutely wonderful for cleaning your stamps. It's damp with water. All you need to do is rinse it underneath the tap, but it cleans your stamps thoroughly. It's a wonderful new invention that they've brought out. Okay, I'll pop those stamps back away. So Kathy says, good morning. Sorry you missed the beginning, but yes, you'll catch up with the bits later. Kathy, no problem whatsoever. That's the beauty of Facebook Live. The recording is always there later on for you to go back and watch the bits you missed. Deborah's saying she's also got a 2-page wish list. Michelle's going, oh well, I'll catch up later. I'm off. No worries, Michelle. Go and pick up the grandchildren. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you how I coloured these ones in. And I'm only going to colour one in so I can show you how I've done it, and then I'll bring in the ones that I've coloured. So this is the butterfly that I've coloured, and this is the flower that I've coloured. So with the flower I've used, and these are our new Stampin' Right markers and the new colours, I've used the Granny Apple Green. So I've just, with the brush end, just coloured in the leaves. Now, blends would definitely be great for this, but at the moment I don't have the colours in the blends, so I was unable to use blends, so it has been the Stampin' Right markers. So this is our new Petal Pink. Now, I was not overly fussed on this Petal Pink colour, but I can tell you, colouring today with it, and in this scenario, I love it. But I think my problem was I was comparing it to our Pink Pirouette that they took away. Now, it is totally different to Pink Pirouette. Hey Mandy, thanks for joining. Hey Kaylee, thanks for joining. Kaylee, I have your embossing mats that you won off my Facebook Live the other day. I have them ready to send out to you. How exciting is that? Okay, so then I've used mint macaron, I think it was. So if I miss some of your comments, I'm sorry, but while I'm colouring, I need to concentrate. Now, I'm sure it was mint macaron that I used, and I've just coloured in this little piece. Still using the brush tip end. I find it was quite good to get into the little, tiny little pieces. But I must say, our Stampin' Right markers and our blends, I've never been a colouring person, but oh my God, they have changed my outlook on stamping totally because of being able to do this, which is fantastic. So I've also used, actually I think it was the Wisteria, Highland Heather, I think was the one that I used. I'm nearly positive. And believe it or not, I only did this morning. You think I would remember what I used. It's only been a few hours, but. So Highland Heather. This has replaced our Wisteria Wonder, and it's so much yummier. than Wisteria Wonder. It's got so much more colour and so much more punch to it. Okay, and then what I did was, with my favourite colour, Kathy saying she loves the blends. My favourite colour, I've just gone down, this is Blackberry Bliss. I've just gone down around the edge of the butterfly with Blackberry Bliss just to finish off the edging. But as you can see, it's created a lovely effect for my little embellishments for this card. Okay, so that's as easy as it was, people. Then I used the framelits that go with the painted glass, and I cut out the butterfly and the flowers. So that's how I did it. So I didn't want you to miss out on that bit. Hey Becca, thanks for joining, thanks for sharing. Thanks Karen. Karen's saying very cute. Okay, so I'll take that away because we don't need that one. Now, the next thing is what I'm going to stamp on my 4 little stitch-shaped squares. I'm just going to pop these ones over out of the way. 4 little stitch-shaped squares. Now, these were the other 2 bits that I forgot to tell you. These are 3 1/4 inches long, and I think mine are, let me check, 3/4 of an inch wide is how wide mine are. So 3 1/4 inches long and 3/4 of an inch wide. So now I've got a couple of stamp sets that I was thinking what I could do. This little A Good Day stamp set, I haven't even used it. It's brand new, haven't used it. But I was looking at the sentiments. I was trying to work out what could fit on the square. So I think this one here, this Just For You, I think I might use out of this one. So where is it? Just For You. So I think that will fit onto our square quite nicely. Okay, I'll just grab a block to mount that up on. And I'm still going to keep with the tone that I've been using. So I'm going to bring out my Blackberry Bliss and stamp in Blackberry Bliss. So that's going to be one of them. It's just going to say, Just For You. Now, I better line this up. Seeing we're on a square, I better line it up just right. Okay. So hopefully I get one chance at this. Hopefully it's going to look straight. Just For You. So that's quite cute. So that's one. And then I think I had a few out. The Abstract Impressions, I'm going to use There's So Much to Love About You. I think that's a fantastic. It just fits. I actually did check beforehand, and believe you me, it just fits on this square. Okay, so I'm going to ink that up in the Blackberry Bliss. Now I'm actually going to use my Stampin' Mat just to make sure that I get, because it's a photopolymer stamp. Now the reason why I'm using my stamping mat is to make sure I get a really, really nice stamped image, because it's a photopolymer stamp. So the our red rubber stamps have a clear, sorry, I'm going to have to get my head in here so I can make sure I get this right on here. Our red rubber stamps have a sponge backing, so it has a bit of give in the stamp, and it stamps a beautiful image. But that has stamped beautifully because I used the Pierce mat to give me that sponged backing as well. So I've got 2 things stamped there. So the third one, I actually picked a stamp out of the Perennial Birthday stamp set. Was it out of that one? Yes, the Happy Birthday. So I'm going to use that. And I'm also out of the Perennial Birthday. There's another stamp that says, Here's to Celebrating You. So I thought they were all quite great sentiments to pop on. So I just thought I'd make it a birthday card. So that type of theme. So I'm just using my chamois now to clean that stamp off so that I'll pop it back in there so I don't lose it. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to get that one. Okay. Hopefully I'm going to stamp this straight. I worry about stamping on squares because you've actually got to get it straight, where at least on circles it doesn't matter. Okay, I'll stamp that down. Hey Tanya, thanks for joining. And the last one I'm going to do is the happy birthday. So I'll just clean that one off and pop it away in there. Okay, line this one up nice and straight on the block. And my last little square, ink it up with my Blackberry Bliss. And pop it in the middle. Happy birthday. So I've got 4 lovely sentiments now to layer up, ready to go. Pop that one away so I don't lose it. Okay. So now it's just a case of layering them up. Once again with the Tombow. Hey Chrissy, thanks for joining. Whoops. Lucky the Tombow gives you that wiggle room. And I've now got glue everywhere. Happy birthday. And somehow I've got ink on me as well. These new ink pads, I seem to be getting ink all over me. I've got chubby little fingers, so I think the chubby fingers have a bit of a hard time when I'm trying to close the ink pads. And I've now got Blackberry Bliss all over my white fingernail. My nail lady. Chrissy said she couldn't find me. Oh, Christine, sorry. Just on my business page, Christine. Stampin' Up, Demonstrator, DonnaG. Okay, so that one. And the last one. So now that I've got all my layers ready to go, it's just a case of popping all this together. Whoa. Now I have glue everywhere. Okay. Pop that one on. Got the dropsies this afternoon. Okay, so that's my 4 layers. We'll layer them all onto our 4 concertina pieces. Yes, it's an awesome fun card, Christine. This is my first attempt at it though, so mind you, bear with me. I just cut everything ready to go, so I've never put one together. So you could see me either succeed or not succeed. It will be interesting. So happy birthday. They look great with the sentiment on them, I think. Just breaks up that patterned paper. The third one and the last one. Now, one other thing that I'm going to do before I put this together, I'm actually going to round the corners on my base piece because I don't know what it is. Jan Morgan said, click the little bell sign above the right corner so to get alerts when Donna is on. Yes, so true, Jan. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you know when I'm live. Hey, Chris, thanks for joining. Okay, so they're the 4 bits. Now these bits here, I'm going to use, we've got a new triple punch. I'm going to use the new triple punch for my corners, and I'm going to round the corners of my cardstock. Because I just have a thing about the base being square. I don't know why, but I just couldn't cope with it having the square corners. Okay, so round that. And round that. Great new punch, this one. Awesome. You can round the corners, but you can also put a pattern in the corners. You can also do a little hole for ribbon if you wanted to thread ribbon through as well. So fantastic new punch. So I'm just going to layer those 2 layers up. And sorry, no, I'm not going to do that. Nearly made a mistake, everyone. So the first thing what we want to do is we want to take a ruler and we want to find the middle of our cardstock underneath here. So because we've got this 6 inches by 6 inches, we're going to make a mark at 3 inches. Okay, so 3 inches there, and it's okay because you're not going to see this side of it. So this is just for when we're putting everything together. It's going to make it easier. So I'm just going to draw a line on those marks. It's a bit hard to see on this cardstock. You probably can't see that on video, but I can see it myself. So a 3 there, and a 3 here. Okay. And one of my embellishments just went flying off the desk onto the floor. Okay. Hey Julie, thanks for joining. Is this the first time, Julie, you've joined me? Don't think I've seen you on here before. Please let me know where you're watching from. I know who you are because I can see who you are. Angie said this is on her wish list. The corner punch? Yes, Angie, it's an awesome corner punch. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're also going to make a mark on halfway on our little squares here. Now it's 2 inches wide, so we need to make a mark at 1 inch. And we're going to do that on all 4 pieces. And I am going the right way. Yes. Okay, so on all 4 pieces, we're going to make a mark at 1 inch. That one. You love my big ruler. Do you like the glitter? Do you like the bling? It's so cute, isn't it? Look at the glitter. Can you tell I'm a glitter person? Look at my fingernails. And hey, Julie, you're from Bendigo. Thanks for joining. Is this the first time, Julie, you have watched me? Feel free to like my business page and turn on the notifications. I do live videos at least 2 to 3 times a week. I love crafting with people. Yes, it's a beautiful bling ruler, isn't it? I've got black ones as well. I actually have them for my classes. My ladies love them. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, with my liquid glue, I'm actually going to pop this one. Okay. I needed to do those lines on the other side. There you go. I've made a mistake, everyone. Once again, I need the 1 inch mark on the opposite side so I can see where I'm lining it up. 1 inch. Sorry about that. So, rewind, go back. Don't do what I did. You need the marks on this side because when I went to put it on, I can't see the mark. It's on the wrong side of the cardstock. I told you it's my first time. Oh, second or third time you've watched me. Well, thank you, Julie, and thank you for commenting. Feel free to share my video. If you share your video on your Facebook page, you can go in the entry to win my monthly prize. Now, I don't know whether you were watching Julie earlier. The Eclectic Expressions, I will be drawing a winner for this at the end of this month. So for everybody that shares my video, all gets an entry into the draw to be maybe one of the lucky winners at the end. Christine's saying no mistakes in crafting. No, exactly, Christine. But you know what? I'm showing you what not to do. Or you might get to this stage and go, oh, I've put the mark on the wrong side. Okay, so what's actually going to happen? This is our piece of paper. This is going to sit just like that on our piece of paper, and we're going to have the whole 4, okay? So this is where you start seeing it come together. So I'm going to pop some glue on the side that I marked the first time, not the second. So some liquid glue, and this works really, really well with liquid glue because you've got room to wiggle it around and move it around. Okay, so lining it up with your line and folding it in like so. Okay, so that's 1. The next one, we're going to pop some glue on again. Now, the reason why I did my layers all the same all the way around, it doesn't matter then when I'm popping these on which way I pop them on, because they're all, the layers will all match up. Okay, so there's number 2. And just give this a little bit of time for the glue to take hold. Tombo's quite good, gives you that 4 or 5 seconds, and then all of a sudden it takes hold, so it doesn't take long to get it to stick right. Now these will all, once you've done this, they'll all just about line up in the middle. And you don't have to be too particular, but pretty close to having them all in the middle is good. Okay, and the last one goes on like so. So this is starting to get a little bit cumbersome with all your layers, but you will get there. Okay, so now I'm just going to hold them so that they all take hold with the glue, and as I said, it doesn't take long for that glue to take hold. Okay. So my next job, and then when we pop it over, we have all of these all going to sit in like so. Okay? So as you can see, that was quite easy to do. Not hard at all. I actually think this card is quite an easy card to do. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is, to make this a little bit easier, I'm actually going to pop the glue on this section here. So I know I've only got like a little 1/8 of an inch border. So I'm just going to pop some glue on here, and then I'm going to sit this on top and line it up. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. Just like that. So by popping it on this layer, what you're doing is you're making your card nice and sturdy, but you're also covering up all the workings of these pieces that are gluing on. So what are you thinking, ladies? This is quite... Hey, Sabbatha, thanks for joining. Scrapbooking one day, weird card the next. Karen, I've got to keep you on your toes. That's what I'm here for, to show you all different aspects of crafting. Okay, so the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to create a cross section here with these. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue in the middle of that, and I'm just going to eyeball the middle. So I'm going to make it like a cross. So as even as you think you can. You could probably line this up on your grid paper and make sure you get it really, really even, but you know me. I just eyeball things and off I go. Kathy's saying what an awesome card. Yeah, Kathy, look, honestly, you wait until you see it when it's finished, because it all pulls up and it's gorgeous. So when I actually seen it, I was like, oh my God, I so want to make one of those cards. Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to layer up my circles here. So I'll pop a bit of glue on that as well. Now I've got some beautiful Pear Pizzazz ribbon, which I thought Pear Pizzazz would go nicely with these. So I'm going to pop that like that. Now I'm going to take my hole punch and I'm going to punch a hole in the middle of all of these things. So I'm actually going to punch a hole in the middle of my cross. So try and aim it up in the middle as much as you possibly can. And punch. I'm going to punch a hole hopefully in the middle of this. Bear with me, I don't line things up very well, but that looks about okay. Alright, I'm then going to line up this circle and punch again because it's a bit hard to go through all of those layers. So I'm just going to punch that again. And so now we have circles all the way through. So I'm actually going to cheat and I'm going to put the ribbon on here. Angie says, Sabbath is saying it's looking good. Karen said it's amazing, and yes, also made it by others. Seen it made by others, yep. It was such a surprise how easy it was to make with them. Then shared the video. Yes, Angie, I think you were the person that shared the video in the first place that gave me the idea of how to do it. So, what I'm actually going to do, I need to make like a little loop that's going to come up the top and hold on to it. So I'm going to just grab a bit of ribbon like so. I'm going to trim it off. I'm going to tie a knot. I'm going to pop it through everything and tie a knot. So I'm going to pop it through this one. I'm doing this because I think it's easier than doing it afterwards. And I'm going to pop it through here. And you know what? I'm actually just going to pop some double-sided tape on this, and that's going to hold it there for me. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my tear and tape. I can find my tear and tape. Yes. So I'm just going to pop some tear and tape on this. So I'm just going to pop one piece that way, so I'm just going to pop a bit of tear and tape on that. Okay, you'll understand in a minute why I'm doing this. Okay, so I'm going to pop some tear and tape on that one. Also going to pop some tear and tape on that one. And then for double measure, I'm just going to pop a bit of tear and tape across this one, just like so. Okay, to give it a bit of strength. Just like that. And then I'm actually going to pop this piece on over the top. And I didn't really need to cut a hole in that, but anyway, it's all good. I'm going to take the tear and tape off those, and that will hold my other circle on. So this has just created a little loop of ribbon for us to be able to hold on to the top of the card. If I can get the tear and tape off. Tear and tape is really strong, so a lot of you people have worried about the, so I'm just going to cover that up, so that covers a bit of that working up. A lot of people have worried about the fast fuse being discontinued, but there's no need to worry because the tear and tape actually makes up for the fast fuse, and you'll have no worries using the tear and tape. So I'm just popping a little bit of liquid glue in there to hold those layers together. Okay, And then we have our cute little loop for the top. Hey Linda, thanks for joining. Is this the first time, Linda, you have joined? I don't know whether I've seen your name on here before. Thank you and welcome to my channel. Okay, so now what we're actually going to do is we're just going to sit this in the middle. Evenly in the middle. And then I'm just going to carefully lift up each flap like so. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on that top part there and fold the flap down. Oh, Angie said Linda is your friend. Well, thanks for joining, Linda, and welcome. I hope you're enjoying watching me craft this afternoon. This is what I do in my live videos. I craft away. Okay, so that one, we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to pop a little bit of glue on that. And then I'm going to pop that layer down. Okay, so we've got 2 layers. You've been friends for years. That's lovely. Crafting friends. So are you from Victoria as well, Linda? Okay, so then I'm going to pop this one up and put it under. Little bit of glue on there. So I'm holding the others while I'm doing this to make sure that it's sticking quite well. Yes, you are from Victoria. Well, welcome, and I'm glad you've come and joined me and decided to watch me craft for the afternoon. Feel free, Linda, to share the video, and as I said, you share the video, you get in the entry, my monthly draw, to win a stamp set, and the stamp set is the Eclectic Expressions stamp set from our celebration time. Okay, so there you go. 4 of them. I'm just going to hold them down so that they glue really well. Christine's saying these cards are amazing. I'm looking forward to making them in the new colours. Yes. It's beautiful. Sorry, Linda. Yes, I'm making a card. They're called the Easy Pull-Up card. Okay. So as you can see, whoops, we've got a layer here that's decided to stick. Don't do that to me. There. As you can see, it pulls up. Sorry, some of my layers are sticking there. Okay, so we have it pulls up. So it's really, really different, but I'm not finished yet. I haven't stuck all my decorations on yet. Thanks for sharing, Leanne. And welcome to watching me. Okay, so I'm going to pop some little butterflies. So I'm going to pop them up with some dimensionals. I'm going to pop butterflies and flowers on the top. Just so that when it's down, it's decorated nicely. So 2 butterflies and 2 flowers. There. And somewhere I've lost butterflies again. Oh, there's one on the floor. I knew I had more. Okay, so I'm just going to pop some, you've shared it, Sabbatha, thank you. Hey Elizabeth, how you going? Thanks for joining. Okay, so I'm just going to pop a butterfly there. And I'll pop a butterfly over on the other side as well. Like so. I'm going to pop a flower in the middle, I think. Actually, no, I'm not going to do the flower. I'm going to do the butterflies all on top, I think. Well done, Sherry. You've done well. All of that. You've cooked dinner, you've got washing, fold and everything. And now you can sit down and enjoy me crafting. Okay, so all the butterflies are going on top. Wow, I'm actually loving this card. I think it's so super cute. Okay, so now I'm actually going to pop the flowers where I've got the sentiments. I think is quite cute. Thank you for sharing, Kathy. Okay, so I'm going to pop the flowers on every one of the sentiments. I'm actually just going to pop a flower on like so. Thanks for sharing, Carol. You ladies are lovely ladies for typing and sharing. That's awesome. Another flower on here. I think that flower can go down there on that one. Now these will go into an envelope, a square envelope to fit a 6x6 card. I know a lot of people are like, how am I supposed to put that in an envelope? But yes, it's just the concertina, how it stands. Sorry, that one's doing something weird there. Just how it stands. It's really springy. It's quite cute. Okay. So that one can go there like that. So what do you think, ladies? And you can, if you wanted to, you could pop something on the base for you to write on. Or you could even, if you wanted to, you could pop a little card inside, which would be quite cute. But yeah, I think they're really, really cute. I love it. Very, very nice. Very happy with that. So I'm glad that I mucked up a few times, but I got there in the end. Said you like the way the frame cut out the stamped images. Lots of time saved. Yes, and Angie, I love framelits for that reason. You love it so much, Karen says. Yes, the Twinkle Twinkle nursery card would be beautiful in it. Yes. And you know what? I've seen some people even add some mobiles up on the top, like actually extend it and have some butterflies and things coming off, so it's quite cute. Yes. The DSP is to die for, Christine. Absolutely to die for. Yes, I think you all should have a go. And you know what? Have a go and share it on my page. Like, pop a photo up on my page. I would love to see everyone's creations. It would be awesome. Kathy's saying she's sitting here with her mouth open. It's awesome. Yeah, gorgeous. So I think that's quite cute. Okay, we'll pop that aside, and now we're going to get into the new goodies, new stamp sets. So I've got a couple of goodies that I'm going to do, and sorry, I've just bumped the camera there. I'm going to... Jan's saying, love it. Great to see it actually made before I do one. And you know what, Jan? Give it a go. Honestly, it is not a hard thing to make. So I think give it a go. Okay, so I'm going to case some things in the caddy, people. So, first of all, we're talking about the Twinkle Twinkle. So, what perfect thing to do but to make a Twinkle Twinkle card? What do you think, people? This was one of... Yes... that's what I meant, haha, a mobile in a nursery. Yes, it's gorgeous in a nursery. And you could do, especially even with something that I'm going to use in a minute, because I'm going to use the little elephant punch. You could do lots of things with it as well. So this one's just going to be a basic card. So as you can see, brand new punch, brand new stamps. So I'm awfully excited about using my new punch. So if you haven't seen our punches... and how they work, they have a lock mechanism, as you can see. You squeeze them together and you push it and it locks it. So for storage, they store flat. You can pile them up on top of each other, and that's actually how I do it. And then to use them, you just simply unlock it and it springs open, ready for you to pop your cardstock in and create. So what am I actually going to do? I'm using... some of our smoky slate as my card base. I've also got Night of Navy, and I'm also using some watercolor paper. So what I'm actually going to do to create the look to start off with, I'm going to use the smooth side of the watercolor paper. There's a rough side and a smooth side. Jan says, I will have a quite long weekend coming up with expectant rain, so good to stay indoors and make this card. Exactly. I can tell you I will be doing a fair bit of crafting this weekend as well. Okay, so I'm just going to pop the punch in as far as it will go and punch it out. Okay, so the idea too, look at that, absolutely gorgeous. And when you back it onto a card, absolutely cute as. And also save your little pieces, save your moon, save your stars. You could actually do something else with those as well. I think this would be great to be making shaker cards and things with as well. You could cut a heap of the little stars and the moon and everything out and use it as a shaker card. So I think that would be great. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do a bit of watercolouring on this one to create the background. So I'm actually going to use, I think the Balmy Blue will be the colour that I decide to do. So now these ink pads, you can squish them and get the ink to go on the top. I know a lot of people have been saying you can't do it with the new ink pads. You can do it with the new ink pads. You just have to use a little bit of muscle power to do it. So, and I can tell you it's not that hard to do. So please don't think you can't do it with the ink pads. So just pop that aside. Okay, so I'm going to wet my cards, my watercolor paper first, because wetting your watercolor paper makes then, when you go to pop your color on, makes it easier. And I'm actually going to just pop a bit of scrap paper underneath me, just to mop up some of this water. Okay, and I've chosen the watercolor paper mainly for the simple fact I wanted it to dry really quickly and easily. So I'm going to do this one first, and then I'm going to do the inside as well, because I want the inside of the card. Now you may be saying, why did you cut out everything first? I only did it wholly and solely just for the purpose of doing this video. If I was doing this normally, I would watercolor my watercolor paper first. I would do my coloring first, and then I would let it dry totally and then punch it out. Now the reason why I did it this way is because I didn't want to be punching on watercolor paper that was damp. Okay, so only for video purposes, totally I would not do it this way if I was doing it normally myself. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that one aside. I'm also going to watercolor the piece for inside as well. So I'm going to squeeze that to get a bit more ink happening again. Squeeze it hard. Hey Stesha, is it Stesha or Stisha? How do I say your name? Thank you for joining me. Where are you watching from? You're from overseas, aren't you? I'm sure you are. You love the technique. So you love the watercoloring technique, Sherry? Is that what you're saying? So water first, then pick up your color and back through with the water. Okay? And as you can see, your color moves a lot better when your watercolor paper is already wet. Okay. So 2 pieces watercolored, ready to go. Okay, I'll take that paper away. I'm just going to hit them a little bit with my heat gun if I can get it and get it out without too much fuss. Sorry, camera's going everywhere. Sorry, I had to move my stand to do that. Okay, plug my heat gun in. Bear with me with the noise. Just want to hit it with a bit of heat just to dry it off so I can get in and stamp. And watercolor paper doesn't bow as bad as normal paper as well, so I find it's much better. Okay, So I'm actually going to stamp Love You More Than the Stars on the front. I'm going to see if that's going to fit there. Please tell me I've left enough room. Yes, I have. Kathy's saying, haven't seen it that way before. Just personal preference, but honestly, it's how I do it. We also have a watercolor background in our Love What You Do stamp set. So that stamp set is perfect if you didn't want to muck around with the aqua painters and do it like that. You could actually use the Love What You Do stamp, and it stamps like a watercolor background image like that anyway. Alright, so I'm actually going to use, I think I'm going to use, because I want it to have a bit of a brighter look. I think, oh, why have I not got my Night of Navy ink pad? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm going to use Night of Navy ink pad, I think. I was thinking about Blueberry Bushel. Who wants to make a choice? Blueberry Bushel or Night of Navy, do you think? Hey, Kathy, thanks for joining. Okay, I'm thinking Blueberry Bushel. Blueberry Bushel's nice and bright. Okay, so just going to stamp that. Hopefully this is going to stamp nicely. Love You More Than the Stars. How cute is that? Okay. Now it is watercolor paper, people, so it doesn't stamp as nicely as our normal white cardstock does. Using my stamping chamois just to clean my stamp off. And I think I'm going to, with the Balmy Blue, Christine's saying Night of Navy. Everyone's saying Night of Navy. I decided the Blueberry Bushel, just to be bright, but that's okay. I'm just going to take my little stars, and I'm going to stamp them in Balmy Blue. I just wanted to create a bit of a different look. Okay, so I've got the Balmy Blue. We might try Night of Navy on the inside. What do you think? Okay, so I'm just going to randomly stamp this around just to give it some more cute little stars. Oh, they're cute. That just makes it. How beautiful are they? I absolutely love little sprays of stars and things. Absolutely gorgeous. And I think I'm going to do one down there. I think that's super, super cute. Christine said you haven't seen the colour yet. Just got it this morning. The Blueberry Bushel, is that what you're saying, Christine? Or the Balmy Blue? Hey, Joanna. Thanks for joining. Jump on, Joanna. Have a chat with me. Where are you watching from? Are you new to watching me? Is this the first time you've seen me do some live crafting? Okay. So I'm thinking about what I'm going to put on the inside. What have we got here? Congratulations, your world just got a little brighter. It was written in the stars. A star is formed. Twinkle. I think I'm just going to do Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star on the inside. So we might do that. Seeing everybody wanted the Night of Navy. The Blueberry Bushel, you haven't seen it. You only just got it this morning. We'll do Night of Navy, everybody, for the inside. Senior wanted Night of Navy. I'll do Night of Navy with the Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. As you can see, brand new stamp sets peeling off the backs. Okay. So I'm just going to, with the inside, I'm just going to stamp it in the Night of Navy. And I'm just going to stamp it down towards the bottom. Just like that. Hey Gwen, thanks for joining. How are you today? Okay, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I don't know, people. What do you think? Night of Navy? Blueberry bushel. I like the blueberry bushel. It's bright. It's lovely. I'm afraid to say I think I've got a bit of a soft spot. Do they come in the clear stamps? Angie, no. It depends on how they make them. These are called clear stamps, but they're red rubber. They're called clear stamps. It's a little bit confusing. The only reason they're called clear is because they mount onto our clear blocks. But the ones that you can see through, they are called photopolymer stamp sets, okay? So that is the difference between the two. I'm going to use some of our foam strips, and I'm going to pop this one up. I want it to be popped up and quite solid on the card because I've used watercolor paper, and because I've watercolored it warps your cardstock a little bit. But I'm actually going to use some of these foam strips. Now these are fantastic for doing shaker cards, but also fantastic if you want to pop a front of a card up and you want it to be quite solid and sturdy. It's fantastic for that reason. Okay, so I'm just going to pop a little bit along here. I could see doing shaker cards so much with this stamp set. I think it's really screaming out shaker cards. Sherry's saying she likes the blueberry bushel better. I think I do too, to tell you the truth. I do know that it was my choice in the first place, but it's a nicer, brighter colour. So these foam strips are awesome. You can bend them around corners. You can do so many things with them. They are fantastic for shaker cards. You can do them around circles because you just bend it the way you want it to go, which is fantastic. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'm actually going to pop just a couple of bits in this center bit to keep it up nice and solid. So one bit there and another bit there. And that way when I pop it onto my card base, hey Margaret, thanks for joining. When I pop it onto my card base, it'll stay up really nice and solid and keep its shape, which is great. So I'm just taking the backings off now. I'm hanging to do the next card. It's quite cute. It's using the new elephant punch as well. And as soon as I seen the elephant punch, I was like, oh my God, I have to get that. That's so cute. Okay. I'm just going to mount that up on the front. Now I've left like only an 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. So it's tiny, tiny border. But see, as you can see, using the foam tape, foam strips, just how solid and really straight that has made the front of the card. Yeah, blueberry bushel's a bit more vibrant. So true. Okay, so I've got a smoky slate base that I'm going to pop that up on. Fold it in half. Burnish it with my bone folder to make the fold really nice. And I'm just going to, with my liquid glue, pop that on the front. Gwen's saying very cute. It is cute, isn't it, Gwen? Like so. Make sure I've got it up the right way. Now, I'm actually going to, I'm just going along the edges here because I've cut this up the other way and it's got some cut edges. So if you ever get that happening, you just run your bone folder along the edge as well. So that's a great little neat trick to learn, because sometimes when you've cut with a cutter, it'll have like a little edge where the blade has cut down through it. So just by running the bone folder over that, that eliminates that. Now I'm actually going to use fast fuse for this. As I said, our tear and tape has replaced our fast fuse. So if you don't have fast fuse left, I'm using mine until it all goes. But if you don't have fast fuse left, the tear and tape will do the job. Now the reason I'm using that, once again, I have watercolored, so therefore my cardstock does warp a little bit. So when you use a strong adhesive like that, it will make your cardstock stick down a lot better. And I don't want to wreck this. I am so not a person that uses tape runners and things to line my layers up. I love my liquid glue. But there you go. As you can see, it then sticks it down and makes it nice and flat and straight. Deborah says, great tip. And now I'm just going to use my liquid glue and I'm going to pop this one on the inside of the card. So I'm going to pop a little bit of bling on the front too. I don't think I'm quite finished here yet. I think it needs something a little bit more on the front to make it look a little bit more fun. So I've allowed a 1/4 inch border all the way around just for something different, just to let a bit of that grey show through. Okay, so we need a little bit of bling. I think a little bit of bling, just to jazz it up a little bit. Now I've only got a few little rhinestones left, so I think I can probably pop them on here. So how's that? That's a cute, cute little card. I'm absolutely loving this set. So that's using the beautiful Punch and the Little Twinkle stamp set. So how cute is that? Absolutely beautiful. Oh, Michelle. Okay, Michelle, did you see the other one when it was finished? Michelle said she's just jumped back on. This is the other one finished now. So look at that. How cute is that? And it's so springy and bouncy. So these pull-up cards are wonderful. So I challenge everybody, make a pull-up card, ladies, and post some pictures on my page. I would love to see some pictures of your pull-up cards. Okay, so we've done the Twinkle Twinkle. Now I'm going to pop that away and I'll get out my cute little elephant because I've been dying to use the elephant. Now what I do with my stamp sets, I'll do this now so you can see. I pull off this backing like so. When I get a new stamp set, pull off the backing. Stick the rubber part down in here, and then you can pop your stamps back in when you're finished with them so you don't lose any of your stamps. It's handy if you've got a missing spot, you know you've got a missing stamp. So I do that all the time with my stamps. Okay, so now let's bring in the little elephant. He's so cute. Okay. So, brand new, I'm casing this out of the catalogue as well, ladies, so I am cheating, but it's nice to be able to see how they do them. And I love their ideas in the catalogue, so it gives you an idea of how to make it. So, I want to bring in the catalogue so you can see. I'm going to make the card just like this. You can see all my tabs. I'm so excited about this catalogue. It is such a wonderful new catalogue. Brand new punch. I love new items, don't we all? Okay, brand new punch, brand new stamp set. So I'm actually going to case this card here. So I've looked at the colour and I thought it looked like it was Flirty Flamingo. So I've got out the base of Flirty Flamingo. I've cut a little layer here. I think this is 3 inches by 4 inches to do our little elephant. I'm not actually, they've done a 3D elephant and, oh, no, I will do a 3D elephant. We'll stamp it and punch it out because we need to use the punch. Hey, Joni, thanks for joining. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that over to the side so I can keep an eye on what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just going to fold my base in half. So Flirty Flamingo base, and that will be ready. And there's a little bit of stamping that they've done on the base. So I'm just going to do tone-on-tone stamping. So I'm going to get out my Flirty Flamingo ink pad. And I'm going to grab, what have they done? Oh, the little heart stamp. It's gorgeous. So they've done rows and rows of hearts. So we're just going to do that. Just going to randomly stamp some little hearts all the way over. Let me find my little... And another hint, ladies, use a block small enough that it will just take the size of your stamp. It stops you from getting ink everywhere and stamping those halos, getting ink on your blocks if you use a small block. Okay, so that's opening that way. Alright, so I'm just going to randomly stamp some of these little hearts all the way around here. So it's just creating a background. Angie's saying she needs more blocks. Me too, Deborah. This one and Little Twinkle Twinkle. Yes, honestly, they are cute. As soon as I seen the elephants, I was like, I need to have that stamp. Okay, so I've just created the little background behind. Now, I'm going to bring in my Whisper White piece of cardstock. And in the stamp set, oh, they've done a little stitched line. I know what they've done, but I actually don't have that. So I'm just going to randomly have to stamp the little flowers and things. So I'll clean that stamp off. And I'm thinking I might keep out that. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm trying to think about what the bluey green colour is there. It looks a little bit like Bermuda Bay, but I think I'm going to use, I like Coastal Cabana, so I think I'm going to use Coastal Cabana for the flower. So I've got that one and the Flirty Flamingo, I think. Okay, so we have some flowers. Oh, I know what they've done. Okay, so to do the flowers, okay, so if we want the flowers green on the bottom and coloured on the top, this is where our markers will come in handy. So I'm going to get my Stampin' Right markers and I'm going to get my Coastal Cabana in my Stampin' Right markers, which my markers I did put up there. Where did I put my markers? There. Sorry, I've got such a mess on my desk. I'm losing everything. And my markers have all come out of the packet. Okay. So I want to get Flirty Flamingo. That's Flirty Flamingo, I'm sure it is. Yep. And I want to get Coastal Cabana. And I also want, oh, the green. Granny Apple Green. Joni's saying, thanks Christine, that's great to see them doing that as it's hard to cut them out. What colour? What a super idea. Saves a lot of time. Donna, can you show the stamps again, how you push them out? Okay, how I push them out of the rubber when they're all hooked in? Is that what you're saying? So normally what I do, I always pull off this piece, which is the big surrounding white piece. Okay. And when I'm going to use a stamp, they're only hooked on the first time when you go to use them. So this stamp here, so I just pop my finger up underneath and carefully pull them out. So they're hooked just when you first use them, but then after a little while, like once you've pulled them out, you don't ever have to do that again. And then I just pop them back in when it comes to putting them away. Because I've taken the backing off that red rubber piece, I just pop the red rubber piece in, and then I pop them back in their gap where they came out of. So just pop them in like that. And this little one was the hearts here that go in there. So it's a great way of keeping track of your stamps, and yeah, and making sure that they're all put back away in the spot where they need to be. Okay, so is that what you wanted me to do, Christine? I'm sure that's what you just asked. Okay, Christine's saying, did you see Joni? Sorry, Joni, were you asking me that question yourself? Sorry. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to colour the stamps. And I only want to do the little stamp to start off with. So I'm going to colour with my Stampin' Write marker. I'm going to colour the leaf of the stamp, the stem of the stamp in my Granny Apple Green. Okay, and the stem. And then with Flirty Flamingo, I'm going to colour the top of the flower. So I'm only doing this with the one flower. Actually, no, I can do it with both because I can colour them different. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with the Granny Apple Green on this flower. Colour in the flower. And then Coastal Cabana for the flower on top. Okay. Now this is how you get variegated stamping effects. You huff on it to moisten the stamp again. And I'm just going to stamp one there. And there you have, and I did stamp it a little bit crooked, but that's okay. And then I'm going to go back through again. I'm going to stamp another one over here. So I'm going to colour in with Granny Apple Green again, because then our little elephant is going to go in the middle. Okay, so that Coastal Cabana on the flower. Sorry, wrong end. So I'm using the brush tip end to do this, to colour in the flowers. The markers are top of my wish list. Yes, definitely. I haven't had the Stampin' Write markers. I've had the blends, and the blends have actually, huff on that again. The blends have really taken my fear of colouring away, and I love them. So now I'm getting all the markers. Okay, so we have some cute little flowers there. I'm actually going to just use a wipe, and I'm just going to wipe off that stamp, and hopefully, and I'll stamp it on a scrap so it's clean. So I'm just going to put a little one of the little flowers down here, so a third one. So I'm going to go back in with my Granny Apple Green. And then back in with the Flirty Flamingo. I love the Flirty Flamingo. This is the first time I've ever had Flirty Flamingo. I didn't get it when it was the in colour. Okay, I'm going to huff on that again. And then I'm going to stamp that just beside that one. Okay, so we've got some cute little flowers. Now we're going to stamp our elephant. We need a piece of Whisper White. So I'm going to grab a piece of Whisper White. Bear with me here. I can grab one out of my drawer. Okay. And I'm going to stamp the elephant. I think I'm going to do the elephant in, I think I might do it in our grey granite. It's our new grey that we have. So I might stamp it in grey granite. And it's the big elephant, so I'll get him sorted. Grab a block. Okay, so into the grey granite. And stamp him down. I actually think I want him stamped off. No, I actually don't think I like that grey. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to do him in the cute Coastal Cabana, I think. I don't actually like that colour. Yuck. When I say I don't like the colour, I do like the colour, but not for the elephant. I think I'm going to do him in a different colour. Okay. I think I'm going to do him in the Coastal Cabana. I think he might look quite cute. Smoky Slate. Do you think Smoky Slate? I'll try it. I don't know. I feel like my Smoky Slate's going to be too inky for it too. I feel like it's going to be too inky. Try again. Because my Smoky Slate is very juicy. He's getting better. I'm just going to lightly touch that. I'm going to try again on this side. Lightly touch. Yeah, my Smoky Slate gets really bubbly. I wonder in my markers, do I have? I do. We'll try something else. It's my my Smoky Slate is very bubbly. I think he's too bubbly. Okay, I'm going to try this. This is the grey granite. I'm going to try this. See what this is like. I find these really solid stamps are very hard to get a good image if your ink pads are really, really inky. And mine, honestly, are brand new and are very, very inky. So, okay, we'll try this. I'm going to huff on it now. Yeah, I think that's true, Gwen. And mine are the older style ones, so... Oh, way better. Way, way, way better. So that was with my Stampin' Right marker. Because it didn't have too much ink. I'm going to go with that one. I think that one's awesome. Okay, so we'll go with that. And I'm going to cut him out now. Hopefully I've stamped in the right area that I can cut him out with the punch. Yes. Okay, so this is how our punches work, which is fantastic. We just need to line him up. Actually, no, it's not going to work. I need to trim that. Okay, so note to everybody, make sure you stamp your elephant feet down towards the edge so you can punch him out. Okay, so we're just going to pop that into the punch. What's going on here? There. Pop him into the punch, line him up. Punches are awesome for stamping and then just punching him out. And there he is. How cute is he? So, so, so cute. Okay, pop that aside. And in the catalogue, they have the lovely heart stamp. So I'm actually going to grab the stamp. I'm just going to stamp it. It looks like it's actually cut out, but I'm not going to do that. It's too much fiddling around this afternoon. I'm just going to stamp it. Okay. And I actually think I'm going to keep the colour scheme happening. I think I'm going to do the Flirty Flamingo. And I'm just going to see what it's going to stamp like with how inky, because it's a new ink pad, so it should be alright. Let's see how that... Yes. Yeah, I'm just going to stamp it like that. So I'm just going to line him up where he's going to be. And I'm going to stamp it down. Because I think that looks really super cute. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp that there like that. Cute as... Yep, definitely. Okay. So now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to create a bit of splotchiness through this. I just want some little sprinkles of colour. I wonder, can I do it with the Wink of Stella? Let me see if that works. Now people, you need to have a sheet of scrap paper underneath you. I'm going to do, I don't know which one's my full one. Soon see. I'm going to do a little bit of splattering here. Angie said, can you use the coloured cardstock when punching out the stamp? Yes. You could actually, so I'm just going to flick some of my Wink of Stella over the top of this. Just to add a little bit of sparkle. Oh my God, you should see this. That's so, so cute. I wonder whether I can get it to show in this light. Let me see if I can get it to show. Can you see the glimmer on that? I don't know whether you can or you can't on the video, but it's got sprinkles of glitter all over it. Absolutely cute as. Okay, so I'm just going to pop him up on a dimensional. My cute little elephant. So that's just like a spritzing technique. So you can see it a little, Karen. Yeah, it's beautiful in real life. It's really glittery and shimmery. It's gorgeous. So I'm just going to pop him there, that he's holding that cute little thank you like a balloon. Okay, and I'm just going to pop it up on dimensionals again. I'm just going to use the edges of my dimensionals. I don't waste any of my dimensionals. I always use all the edges. Sounds like my family are home from school. You can hear the front door going. Okay, there and there. So pop that up on dimensionals. Sherry's saying she can see it. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's really shimmery, really cute. And I think for little kids' cards, like that glittery, shimmery, I love it. So who's so excited? Who wants to get these cute little elephants and Twinkle Twinkle set? It's gorgeous. I think I'm also going to pop some little rhinestones around just to add a bit more bling, because we always love bling. I'm thinking this one. On the elephant's eye. How cute. Cute, cute, cute. Deborah's going, me. Okay, so I'll do an inside piece for that now. I've been stamping away on this piece, but I'm going to do that for my inside piece. I think what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to stamp the little elephant and the flowers again using my markers once again. So I'm just going to use the brush end and colour in the leaves. You know what you're going to order, says Michelle. Sherry's like, definitely Deborah. Joni's saying hello to you, Michelle. Okay, so beautiful colouring of the leaves. My Coastal Cabana for that flower. My Flirty Flamingo, what did I do with that? Is that it there? Yes. For that flower. Okay. So I think I'm just going to stamp that down here. They're cute. And my elephant, I think I'm going to go through with my, what did I do with my pen? Where did it go? My grey marker. It's missing out of there. Oh my God, where did it go in my mess? What did I do with it? Can anyone see my grey granite marker? How could I lose that so easily? Well, I was going to stamp a little elephant in there, but do you think I can find the grey marker? Oh my God, I lose something every time I do a video. I'm positive I do. It's not there. It's not there. It's not under my cards. It's not in the packet. No. Oh my God, how can I lose a marker that easily? How? How, people? How? Anyway, I will stamp. I'll do it later. I have no idea where I've lost it. And it's probably, I will find it as soon as I get off this video. You wait, it will pop up and I'll be like, oh my God, that's where it was. So I will pop a little elephant in there. I'll stick that in the inside anyway. But that's my plan. I will pop, actually, do you know what? I'll just do another little flower. Seeing I can't find my pen. That is strange where that went. Crazy. Anyway, with the scissors, no, and I didn't put it back in. No, I didn't put it back in. I thought maybe I might have put it back in with my Wink of Stella, but I didn't even put it there. No idea. Anyway, we'll just improvise. We'll do some more flowers. You just wanted to see me colour this in again and stamp some more flowers, didn't you? I'm sure you did. It'll be around. Can't have gone far. Can't have walked, grown legs and walked, that's for sure. It's not in my bag. I have no idea what I've done with it. Anyway, doesn't matter. That's what live crafting is all about, isn't it? You seeing how I get in such a mess. I'll just stamp that down again. We'll have a few more little flowers. That looks cute anyway. Is it on the floor? I don't know. No, I can't see it on the floor. No idea. It's crazy. Anyway. All good. I will find it sooner or later. So I'm just going to pop that one on the inside as well. So there you go. I've finished off the inside for you. Looks cute anyway, just with the flowers. So how cute are they? So what do you think, everybody? How was that for a crafting afternoon? Oh, still can't work out where it's gone, but anyway. Great cards. I think, how many markers are there? Okay, Sherry, there is a full set of markers, but I have bought just all the colours that are the new colours. You can buy them in a bundle. So this is what you get, as well as the grey one, wherever it's gone. You get them all in a packet like that. So there's 16 new colours, so you can get 16 colours like that. My idea was, I thought, well, I can at least try the 16 colours and see whether I'm going to use them, and then if I do actually really use them and love them to bits, I will end up buying the full kit and doing it in like a half price order. So if you order enough in one of my workshop orders, I'll actually do it as a half price item. But you get a lot of colours in what they have already in these new colours, so you could try that for a start. You love them all. Well done. Thank you very much. So everybody, please feel free, if you are watching this later on YouTube, please feel free to share. So I'll bring in my cards that I have done. Now remember, everybody, I'll just run through the specials that I have going at the moment. For all orders and you use the host code for under $250, please use the host code. That's the June host code. I have an online card class going at the moment. I also have my blends club, my monthly stamps club, and my new in color club. And as I said, I have started working out my one sheet wonder club as well. Once a month I will, I found it. I just seen there was 2 of them sitting in on my shelf near my stamps. So everybody, I have found it. So don't fear, I haven't lost, and there would have been 2 markers I would have lost. So I did find them. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed. Please feel free to share my video. Any questions you may have, I'm happy to answer. As I said, I have all my clubs going. If you wanted to join my Stampin' Up team, my team is called the Wild Heart Crafters, and we're a wonderful group of people. There's a few of my team on here chatting away with me today. I would love to have you as part of my team. Now, the way you be part of my team is you purchase the awesome starter kit for $169. You get $235 worth of product, all for $169. I'll just flip you back and I'll have a bit of a chat with you. Okay, so, I'm red in the face. My heater's definitely working, so I'm very warm in here at the moment. So I'm looking very flush in the face. Maybe if I turn that horrible spotlight off, that doesn't make me look too bad. Okay, so if you wanted to join my Wild Heart Crafters team, it's just a case of purchasing the starter kit for $169. If your order is going to be anywhere near $169 or more, please think about purchasing the starter kit. You will get 20% discount for the next 4 months, guaranteed. If you stay as part of my Wild Heart Crafters team, you will get 20% discount for however long you stay current. There is no lock-in. You don't have to sell. You don't have to do videos. You don't have to hold parties. You can wholly solely join my team just to get the starter kit and to get your 20% discount, and you can stay current just on purchasing yourself. If you have some friends and they want to purchase some craft items from you, that can help to make your minimum quarterly amount. The minimum quarterly amount, people, is only about $156 per month, every month, that you need to spend for 3 months to make your minimum amount. So it's really achievable. Stampin' Up are an awesome company for making it achievable like that. I would love to have you as part of my team. I would also love to have you as a customer. So if you haven't got a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I would love to be your Stampin' Up demonstrator. I do live videos 2 to 3 times a week, and I do online card classes. I've just released my new online card class, only not yesterday, the day before I think it was. So my online card class is the Abstract Impressions bundle. There's 4 levels now with my online card classes. Level 1 is the top notch, the whole bundle, ink pads. You get a free video tutorial and a free card kit to make 6 cards, all for free, supplied by me by purchasing the whole bundle. You can purchase directly through my store and use the host code, and I will send you out the kit and the video tutorial. It's an awesome way to build your supplies, and if there's a wonderful bundle, please feel free to message me. I am happy to design online card classes for bundles that are on your wish list. So that is an awesome thing to remember. My online card classes, I'm going to try and release them every week. If I can't, it will be every fortnight. My next online card class is going to be the Rooted in Nature bundle, so it is an awesome set as well. So be watching. I will probably design that over the weekend and release it on Monday. And yeah, thank you for watching, and until next time, have a lovely weekend. Enjoy your long weekend. Everybody get some crafting in there somewhere. If you ever have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I'm happy to shoot me a message. I'm happy to chat with you, happy to answer any of your questions you may have. So I hope you all enjoyed it, ladies, and until next time, have a great day. Bye.